Hello everyone, it's Kiki and welcome. I am wow, what a great way to start the video off, not being able to speak. Good grief. Okay. I am redrawing the third picture of my Skyward Sword fanfiction story thing. Wow. Okay, I'm tired. So I redrew the first two last year and did the sixth picture for Linktober last year. I actually finished this back in February. And I remember nothing that I was going to say during the video. I really need to remember to start actually making the videos, editing the videos as soon as I finish the pictures so I can remember what the heck I wanted to talk about. Because I have this bad habit of, okay, I recorded it all, next project. Okay, I recorded it, next project. And then I don't make the video till the day before I have to post that week's video. And since I only post once a week, I feel like I'm pretty close to getting back to twice a week, at least every other week I'll do twice a week. But, so I do have a fair bit of, backlog, so I don't have to, rush. But that also means that there are artworks that are sitting there for a month or more that I haven't, yeah. Also, I broke my body chan when I was trying to pose her for this, so that was nice. I have to order another one. Her arm came off. I actually had to temporarily glue the arm that's held out pointing to the rest of the doll so that I could get the position of the arm right. But yeah, the right arm is broken now. It's snapped at the shoulder. But yeah, even with using the bodycon and the bodychan, I still, especially on getting him, I adjusted the pose. I must have messed around with how Gerhim was standing for a solid 2 hours. Some of it I did off camera while I turned off the recording. But yeah, and then, made little adjustments to Link and to Zelda and stuff like that. Mostly with Link, I think it was his legs that I had to adjust. And then with Zelda, it was her arm again, because I had to glue it in the general position that I had wanted it, and I had to fix it. But yeah, the bodycon and bodychan at least give good starting points, so I'm not fussing for an extra 2.5 hours, either trying to get the pose or figure out how to take a picture of myself in my tiny little art area in the pose that I want and hope I get it at the right angle. Because that's what I normally end up doing, is I end up, before I got the bodycon and bodychan, is I would use myself as a reference. Yeah, Gerhim, I don't know what his problem was with this picture, but he did not want to be drawn at all. He was probably the most difficult thing of all of this. But yeah, the biggest things with the original drawing were anatomy, first of all. It was bad. Link's height was too tall. He was pretty much the same height as Gerhim. Because when I was initially doing the story, I totally forgot how much of a height difference there was. So I do have Link being taller here than he is in the game, since it is 5 years later and he would have possibly had another growth spurt, at least in my head he did. But he doesn't just come up to Gerhim's waist. I also kind of have this image in my head that since the sword changed, maybe Gerahim's height did a little bit too, so now he's not giant 7-foot being. I'm actually not sure how tall Gerahim is. I did look it up and I don't remember. I'm really tired. I'm rambling. I'm so sorry, but I don't feel like editing the voiceover at all. I'm doing this really late at night. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. Another thing with the original is the lighting and like the perspective were not good, like, at all. I actually made some edits to it like 2 or 3 times. Like the first edit, I had like tried to adjust Link so he didn't look quite so awkward without actually like going back and redrawing him because I was lazy. And then like I didn't do the lighting that I had done in the first 2 pictures, and I kept looking at it. I'm like, what is wrong with this? What is wrong with this? And I finally figured out that I didn't add any ambient lighting, so I did that, and that helped a little bit, but it's still overall not as good even as what I was doing at that time. And you know, this is 5 years later or 6 years later at this point, I think. So yeah, I redid it to update it and fix up the design elements that I changed and such. I had to completely redo Gerahim's line work. I did that off recording because I felt like it would probably be really boring for you to watch me do his line work completely over pretty much exactly the same. The only reason I redid it is because after I did his line work, I did more adjustments to how he was standing because he was still irritating me. And unfortunately, with moving it around and stretching it and shifting it and stuff like that, the line work got all fuzzy and yucky, so I had to redo it. His foot also really annoyed me, which I sort of managed to fix once I redid his line work. But, yeah. So basically, this one takes place almost immediately after the second one, where Gerahim becomes Link's sword. They go back to the village, where they've, you know, started moving everyone down from the sky. And Zelda catches them, and is like, why is he with you? And Link's just kind of like, oh my god, I don't want to deal with this. And Gerahim's just like, ugh. And Zelda's being fussy, because Skyward Sword Zelda is fussy. I love the artwork that people make of her. She's really cute. I like her design. But her as a character, I'm not a fan of. Like, her personality rubs me the wrong way. Like, I really want to like her, but I can't. I don't, the scene at Eldon just kind of irritates me. But, yeah, she isn't going to be in this story too much, so that's okay. But, yeah, so this is this, and I'm tired and I don't know what else to say. I did take, in the original picture, I did do the little, like, vein pop anger symbol on Link's head, and like a little sigh bubble from Gerahim. I left it out in this one. One, because I kind of forgot, and 2, I just didn't quite feel it fit anymore, with how detailed everything is. So, yeah, me shifting Gerahim around again. Oh yeah, Zelda. I tried to put her in like sort of Roman style sandals and it just looked super awkward, so I changed it back to boots. I'd wanted to put her in sandals because like in her goddess dress thing, she's wearing sandals. And you know, they're down on the forest now, so she like, you know, sandals, summer, yay. I hate shoes, so I was gonna put her in sandals. I was like, these look so bad. So I put her in boots. It looks better now. It fits. She's a boot girl. She's not a sandal girl. But yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling now. I'll see it. Wow. See you at the end of the video. I did end up losing the last, like, 2 hours worth of recording. I have absolutely no idea where it went. I know I recorded it. I know I had it. I don't know where it is. So, the last bit of shading on Girahim, and then the ambient lighting and such, all of that is nowhere to be found. So yeah, at the end of the, yeah, I'll show you the progression of the pictures at the end. So, yes. Oh, and one more thing before I stop talking. I have started streaming on Twitch again, which I've been trying to get back into forever, and I've actually started, like, actually streaming again. It's not, like, scheduled or super regular, and it typically is more at the end of the night. Like, typically I'll start around, like, 8:30, 9 o'clock EST, and then typically go till, like, midnight. Just because that's when I end up having the energy to do it. But it normally only happens on the days that I work in the morning or I'm off. But I'm trying to get a new job right now as well. But yeah, so Twitch, there's a link down in the description to that if you ever want to see me live stream and hang out while I draw in. And yeah, and if you like this, then hit the like button, and maybe check out some other Zelda videos, or just other random art videos that I've done, and I can't think. I'll see you later.